What's up, guys? Welcome back to a video, and this week we began during the Marvel panel at the D23. We got our first trailer for Secret Invasion, the newest series coming to the Disney Plus that shows the return of Nick Fury and Maria Hill. And with this series, it confirms a threat which they're dealing with is something much bigger than we expected to be moving forward into the future of the MCU, especially the Skrulls, and anybody could be a Skrull in this series as well. So in this video, this will be my full trailer breakdown for Secret Invasion. We'll go over everything that you might miss, all the Easter eggs and all of the details and such, and what this means, especially moving forward and setting up other projects in the MCU as well. But if you're new here and enjoy stuff like this, then be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so much I'll visit this in the future. So let's get into it. And now, without this trailer opens, is on a field at night, and then we see a light from a ship, a touchdown, and then the ship opens, and then we see a Nick Fury coming out of the ship, and now that we can see from the ship that he is arriving, and that this must be this could probably be the same ship that we saw in the post-credit scene from Spider-Man Far From Home. It's because with Nick Fury during after those last 5 years, then that he wasn't on Earth. He was in space along with other Skrulls, and like that's why we see him now with his eye patch, and then that he's looking in a great shape, and then we see him walking into a bar, and then we see the return of Maria Hill, and then with Maria Hill, he accuses Nick Fury not helping her, and let her his calls going directly to the voicemail, even though Maria Hill has tried to get in touch with Nick Fury many times, but he let her calls go straight to the voicemail. And now with this is like a callback from Spider-Man Far From Home when Peter goes to Nick Fury many times. And then we see the return of Don Chinchil as Rhodey, and then we see Rhodey and Fury talking in like a quiet restaurant, and then Fury questions Rhodey on his security details, and which could indicate that Rhodey could be in fact a Skrull, and then Rhodey he says of how much does he know about him. And plus with this he's probably referring to Talos, the Skrull, the one. The we met in Captain Marvel, and it's Spider-Man Far From Home when he was impersonating Nick Fury, and then plus the Talos, and then we see him not as a Skrull but in his human form, but he could be a Skrull, and now especially with the threat that Nick Fury and Maria Hill are dealing with, it could be something much bigger moving forward into the MCU, and now that anyone could be a Skrull, especially for Rhodey. And then we see that Talos grabbing Kingsley Ben Adair, and then we see him surrounded by a bunch of guys as if he was attending to assault him, and then we see an explosion happening. And now with this place is called the Police Hall, which is like a real place in the UK, and then we see Agent Sonia Falsworth, who is confirmed, who in fact is confirmed to be a descendant of a commando Howling, who we saw in the first Captain America film, and then next she tells Fury that he's not prepared for this fight, and plus from what we tell he's in great shape because with his fight and his war he has to handle it alone. And then we got our first look at Emilia Clarke making her MCU debut from Game of Thrones in this series. And then as we can see, so someone who was about to be injected by something, by Sonia Falsworth, and now with her injecting someone into this person, this might be leading into something very big, especially with Skrulls invading Earth. And now, as this trailer continues, we can see Maria Hill, who is hunted on someone. As we can see, it could probably be somewhere underground or in a building somewhere. And then we can see Emilia Clarke's character, and then she enters a room surrounded by a bunch of guys and a bunch of machines, and that this could be a bunch of people experimenting on something. And now with this, and now this is especially with the Department of Damage Control involved. and then we see the Department of Damage Control in the series, and now the last time we saw them was from She-Hulk. It's like the person where Jennifer Walters is working at She-Hulk, and then they've been in Miss Marvel and Spider-Man and No Way Home, and now especially with the Department of Damage Control being in the series, and it's basically setting up something so big, especially with the threat and Nick Fury and Maria Hill are up against, and now it's especially with the Department of the Damage Control that they were dealing with the teenage superheroes such as for a Peter Parker and a Kamala Khan as well, and then we see an explosion happening, and then with this trailer it ends with Nick Fury saying that he is the last person standing in between them and giving them what they want, and then with the trailer shot, it ends with a shot of Nick Fury with his eye patch, and now from what we can tell by the series, it's setting up something like a little bit dark in the series, especially with Skrulls being on Earth and Skrulls invading Earth as well, and now it's especially that we don't know who could be a Skrull in the series, probably for Rhodey or like anyone else in the series, especially with the threat and then Nick Fury and Maria Hill are dealing with, and I can't wait for the series, especially with everything moving forward in the multiverse saga, and this could probably be possibly setting up Secret Wars. And yeah, with this Secret Invasion, I'm very excited for this, especially fun looks of this trailer, and with the series, it's gonna be so much fun, to cover, and like especially with the return of Nick Fury, Maria Hill, and Rhodey, and especially with Emilia Clarke now in the MCU from Game of Thrones, and like even with the Talos, and especially with everything moving forward in the future of the MCU, and we know that like Skrulls are definitely going to invade Earth, and Skrulls are thinking that they're definitely going to be around, and like especially if the series is probably going to set up the Marvels, which are probably going to see Nick Fury next, as well as I really enjoyed the trailer for Secret Invasion, and I can't wait to be covering the series when it comes out on Disney Plus in 2023 as well. So that's gonna be for the first video. Let thoughts in the comments below, and what your thoughts on my breakdown for the trailer, and are there any Easter eggs or other things that I did miss that you noticed? Let me know in the comment section down below. To give this video a like and subscribe to notifications of future videos, and if I have updates, you always follow me on Twitter. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.